So everyone watching this video has seen or played Fortnite in their life, and Fortnite is split into these things called seasons. And in this video, I want to rank every single Fortnite season on a tier list, going from S tier being the best and F tier being the worst. And this is a part 2, but you don't have to watch like part 1 now. You can watch like after the video. And make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and let's get into it. First up is chapter 2 season 1. So chapter 2 season 1 is it had a good start, you know, with the new map. There was so much hype for it. It had a lot of potential, but it just completely sold the bag, because like you had so much stuff going for you, but you just didn't update the game for 4 months. All you added was a harpoon gun and some lightsabers. That's it for the entire season, and the live event was trash. The map wasn't even that diverse. It was just like all green and stuff with like a little swamp biome. Yeah, like there was nothing to do. It was very boring for 4 whole months. A harpoon gun, are you kidding me? Hell no. D tier, because like it was just like, it wasn't like horrendous, you know, like I didn't hate playing the game. So yeah, D tier. Next up is chapter 2 season 2. Do I even need to explain why it's an S tier? I mean, I guess I will, but like it added 5 whole new locations, which is like, so it's like the only season to do that wasn't a new chapter. It added the NPC stuff with like the bosses and the henchmen. It added all of that. It added the shakedown mechanic, which is just that was really cool. I don't know why after chapter 2 they just took that out, because shakedown is like a good mechanic. The guns were good. The storyline was good too. The live event was pretty solid. And it had the 3D battle pass, which was really cool. It had the first collab battle pass person Deadpool. It added mythics, which is like, that's in every season now. And yeah, this is just a classic. Like everyone loves the season, so S tier. Next up is chapter 2 season 3. Chapter 2 season 3. This season is like, there's not a lot to say about it. Like it was alright, I guess. Like it was a flood season, so I mean the map was just water basically, but I like how they did it with like the like floating locations in the water. That was pretty cool, I guess. The battle pass was nice. The Marauders, I didn't really like them. They were just there basically. There was no live event, which is a downside. Ooh, I don't think there was like a story this season. Yeah, there was like nothing there. This season was pretty mid, all things considered, so C tier. Next up is chapter 2 season 4, another banger. Like there was like 20 mythics added this season, and it had those 2 Marvel OTMs, which were amazing. I always played those. It added Stark Industries, which just like everyone loves that location. It's so cool. What else did it add? The live event was good. It added Galactic Scourgers, which are like pretty forgotten, but I like them. They're pretty cool. The battle pass, amazing. The gameplay was fire with all the mythics and like the powers and stuff all roaming around. Like there was never a boring match in this season. So yeah, S tier. Next up is chapter 2 season 5. This season was another mid one. Like it wasn't good. Like there was a lot of bugs this season, specifically that goddamn sand. Oh my god, what happened with the sand? It was in the game for like a total of 2 weeks, and it wasn't even like a consecutive 2 weeks. It was like one day, and then 2 weeks later another day, and then 2 weeks later like maybe you'll get a week of the sand. Like oh my lord. The battle pass was good though. The battle pass was really good. I don't think they're running like mythic bosses this season. Yeah, that just wasn't a thing that this time. Besides like the Mandalorian, but I didn't really like him. Yeah, and he was like crazy with the aim. Yeah, I didn't really like the season that much, so D tier. Next up is chapter 2 season 6, which is a lot of the people's like least favorite season. It wasn't that bad, okay guys, calm down. Like, I don't understand when people think it's like the worst ever, okay, because there are like 2 seasons way worse than this, and but those are gonna be in like the next part. But yeah, it wasn't that like at the start of the season, the Zero Crisis event, amazing, spectacular. Oh my, chef's kiss. It was spectacular. It was so cinematic. Yeah, that was phenomenal. The gameplay, it was pretty decent, you know. The crafting wasn't that bad, guys. The crafting was not that bad. The bow and arrows, I like those. The storyline was pretty ass though. But I will put this in D tier. Me personally, I'd put it in a C tier, but because the community hates it that much, I'll bring it down to a D tier to make you guys happy. So D tier. Next up is Chapter 2 Season 7, another banger. This season is the first season in the part where I call peak storyline. Chapter 2 Season 7 all the way to Chapter 3 Season 2, peak storyline. Yeah, the live event this season, obviously great. It brought back Kevin and everything. Yo, that live event had the best twist ever with all the cubes lighting up. Yo, everyone was so surprised. It was peak cinema. The gameplay this season was fire with the alien UFOs abducting you and giving you a bunch of good loot. That was fun, like the little mini game you had to play. The gameplay with like the plasma cannon, the inflatable, the gravitron, the propifier, all those things, it made the season so fun to play with the UFOs. Yo, using the UFOs was so fun. I got 100 solo wins that season just with the UFOs. Yo, the UFOs were amazing. Yeah, and it was fun to use them with like you could like put your friend in a car and abduct them and then just throw them across the map. That was really fun. The gameplay, like the normal gameplay, that was good too. Like it was solid all around. Yeah, this season is peak seasons. It's like top 5 for me, so S tier. Next up is Chapter 2 Season 8. Chapter 2 was a very solid season. The things I liked about it were the Venom mythics. Those were fun to play with. Like people hate them because they call them overpowered. I don't care. I love overpowered items. They're fun to play with. The gameplay with like the sideways portals, it was annoying to get like in there if you didn't want to, because like you would be like not even close to it and it would just like open and put you in it. Like if you didn't want to go in it, it was annoying, but if you wanted to go in there, it would be pretty fun. The sideways weapons were nice with the minigun, the rifle, and the scythe. That was cool. Yeah, the gameplay was just good. What else? The live event, that was the best live event ever. The end event, Chapter 2, with the map flipping over, that has got to be the best event ever. It's my favorite personally. The battle pass, it was like half of the skins were good, half of the skins were actually I'm thinking of a different season. This season's battle pass is solid. So yeah, I'm putting this in A tier. It wasn't phenomenal, but yeah, it was solid. Next up is Chapter 3 Season 1. Chapter 3 Season 1, the battle pass was Spider-Man. The Spider-Man, yeah, amazing battle pass. And the foundation was there too. It added the physics mechanic with like the trees falling over and the rocks falling over, which I don't know why they took that out in Chapter 4. That was cool. Like I love playing around with that. What else? The Spider-Man mythic, that was cool. The map, it was solid actually, but the season wasn't like as good as you guys are saying. Like people are like putting that in top 5 seasons. It's not, but it was a very good season, so A tier. Next up is Chapter 3 Season 2. You guys are awesome haters. People for some reason just don't like this season. This season was cool. The war theme against the IO and the 7, that would have been building up for literally like what, 5 years at that point. Like it was good. It was a good like ending for that plot line to like the Chrome thing came out and then just ruined all of it, but it was a good ending at the time. Yeah, it had good gameplay with the I like the tanks. You guys are haters. The tanks were cool, And the war buses, I didn't really like them because it was like hard to switch from the bus to the guns because there were like 8 seats in total. So yeah, that was pretty good though. The gameplay of the season, I liked it. It added some good locations with the blimps and the collider in the middle of the map. That was cool. It added Covert Canyon, I think, or was that I think that was like either this season or season 1, but that was a good location too. And the mythic bosses, I liked them personally, like Huntmaster Saber with his little like spin attack. That was cool. It was like a mini Wolverine. But yeah, the season going in B tier. And that is the end of ranking every single Fortnite season part 2. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and goodbye.